Hey, Virgo, intuitive soul coach here with your September 2024 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Virgo, I do see that there has been some sort of endings in the past that led to new beginnings, right? Liberation. You've been healing some sort of heartbreak, maybe even toxicity. You may have even been in an abusive relationship is what I'm getting here. Yeah, Two of Pentacles showing up as your main energy is about being present, being in the now. You may have focused a lot of time maybe on the past energy, but I feel like you're stepping out of that. You're saying, Mel, I'm done with the past. I've been reborn. Some of you may have went through a very tragic ending is what I'm picking up on here as well. And you needed that time to ground, time to rest and recoup from pain, from heartache. Some of you may have even been dealing with a narcissist. You have the golden mirror showing up here. I'm getting someone who does not take accountability. They point blame. You may have felt like a victim. You may have even adopted a sense of victim mentality here. This can be love bombing, very self-absorbed, very one-sided. And I feel like you put an end to that cycle. Now, why is this showing up now, even if it's been quite some time? Because I feel like it's affected your energy in some way, shape, or form subconsciously. It may now be coming up in your conscious awareness of how to shift dynamics, shift patterns, because a lot of you who are single are preparing for union. And I've been getting that message on a collective level, and I'm seeing it in a lot of the astrological readings for love in September, is we are preparing for union. And that may be dealing with any subconscious energies that may have been suppressed or that are still consuming our minds in some way, shape, or form. And this Leo energy that we had in August, the Lionsgate portal, was a huge activation. And for a lot of you, if things were one-sided in a dynamic, in a relationship, or perhaps you were giving so much of yourself, but you weren't receiving anything in return, that is what's coming to the end. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, there's your voyage. There's your Knight of Cups taking action towards healing the heart, or taking action on opening your heart up. Okay, yeah, look at that. Ace of Wands right behind it. This is subconscious. This is bottom of the deck. So there is a preparation here for union in some way, shape, or form. So let's dive in. We actually have the Seven of Pentacles. I'm not sure where it came from. I see it over here. But I feel like there is a message here around timing. That's why this is showing up. It's not necessarily in your reading per se, but it is showing up hovering. So it's like there's a deep evaluation. There's a deep reflective period that you are currently going through, or that you've recently gone through. And I feel like you're pivoting or course correcting in some sort of way. You've reflected on your life, and I feel like you're ready to put in some sort of work towards a new beginning. Okay. Yeah, we have the golden mirror. The golden mirror has been raised in order for you to see there's some sort of reflection. You're able to see how your outer world is a reflection of really what's going on. What you are being able to notice now is because something needs to shift. And because you have this narcissism, and remember, these love readings, they can be platonic love, romantic, familia, friendships, take it as it resonates. But I do feel like there is very much a one-sided energy to the mix. And I see that as well with the Six of Pentacles in your reading. But there's balance and equilibrium coming in, or that is what you are being guided to see, to bring balance back in. When the mirror is held up, we're able to see everything from all angles, right? All different angles. And I feel like that's going to allow you to end a pattern, a cycle, a relationship, thoughts that consume you, physical energies, because you actually have the Four of Pentacles, which is physicalities. It is very much the earthly realm, right? The body. So there's something in the physical world that you might be putting to an end to liberate yourself. It's like you've seen something that you can't unsee because that mirror is held up in all different directions and it gets underneath even, the tightest of spots. And I feel like something is being reflected to you and you're saying, what am I doing? Why am I still consuming my time, my energy, and my efforts towards this? It's holding me back. It's not helping me. Some of you are coming out of victimhood. You're coming out of some challenge that, again, was very toxic, addictive, abusive. You're healing it though, which is beautiful. I mean, who doesn't want to heal the heart? And you have new beginnings here with the coffin. This is liberation, Virgo, reborn, transition, endings. And you also have the camera. Now, the camera reminds me of the Six of Cups. It can be reminiscing. It can be learning from the past. And I feel with the camera and the angles of the mirror, there is new perceptions coming in that you weren't able to see before because that mirror wasn't held up in some way for you. Or maybe the mirror was face down, or you didn't want to see something, or, maybe emotions got in the way here. Because I do see I do see the Seven of Cups. But you've gained the necessary wisdom required or needed from that situation. It's like you got what you came here to learn. And it may have been a catalyst. It could have been short-lived. It could have been a long time with someone that you were with. Okay, they may still be creeping up in your thoughts. There may still be some unresolved issues, but I feel like they're coming up here in order to be healed so you can prepare for some sort of union. This is also about making new memories with the camera, making new memories, and that's where you are headed. That's why they say the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror, right? If you're going to look back to remind you how far you've come. And you have the whole future in front of you. You have your whole world in front of you, Virgo. And I do feel with the grounding energy and the death here, it's actually preparing you for, again, union. I keep saying that. And we have soulmates showing up, and we have key on a ring. So there's a message here. Now remember, bottom of the deck is subconscious. It's coming up to your conscious awareness. You may not see these things yet, but this could be your advice. This can help you. Grounding, stability and security, performance, growth and endurance. So you may be focused on your finances, your business, your career, your family, your stability. Getting back into a routine or a sense of normalcy will be important for you at this time, Virgo. I'm also getting with the death card, the relationship or a situation is over. Okay, this is transformation maxed out, right? No second chances. I've grown, I've transformed. What's dead is dead. What's in the past is in the past. It doesn't need to be reborn. It doesn't need to be brought up. And I feel like you are shifting your perspective almost as soon as it does come up. Now, it's not in a way of repression or denying it. I feel like it is through wisdom and understanding. You're saying, okay, yep, I get that that's a feeling or a memory, but I don't need to sit in it like I did in the past, right? You've already done the work is what I'm picking up on here for you. And because something has been put to rest, what you may not see coming is this potential for soulmate, right? This is a very strong partnership. It's a soul connection, a life partner, This is a sacred soul contract here. And even though this could be a situation where you're not quite sure, I almost feel like there is someone, because you have the Seven of Cups, it's in reverse. I don't know if you've met this person yet, Virgo, but I feel like there is someone amongst these options or choices that may be part of your energy already, who may be stringing you along, or maybe you've strung someone along, okay? Or it was a one night stand that turned into a situationship, right? Or this could be an unconventional approach or a way of dating or being with someone, or this could be many options. And I feel like you're going to end some of these options that are not checking off all the boxes, or they don't give you what you truly need. And I feel like that's why that mirror is being held up, because if something is being strung along, it may not be leaving room for this true life partner to enter, okay? Or it may not be that, you know, you're able to open up because there's something here about giving to the wrong energy, or giving to something that is challenging, toxic, addictive. And I feel like that's what's being cut off. You have the death and the coffin. I mean, there's a big change here coming in. It could be a pattern. It could be a habit. It could be something that you've attracted for instant gratification at times. It could be something or someone that you've strung along, or maybe you felt like they were stringing you along. You're saying, hey, wait a second. We need to make a choice. We need to either ascend our energy, we need to take this to the next level, or what are we doing here? So I feel like you're getting honest with someone, and if it's not going anywhere, I feel like you're gonna put an end to it, okay? Now, showing up, Virgo, in your energy is be here now. This is about being present, seeing things for as they truly are. Some of you were or are juggling a lot at this time. Maybe you're trying to juggle your work life and maybe a relationship and taking care of the family, or, you know, a move. I feel like there is a lot going on, and this can be about grounding as well, staying calm. This is trying to find balance versus taking on a lot, because sometimes it feels like you're on that teeter-totter, and one more thing comes in, you're going to fly off that teeter-totter, right? And I feel like it's important to ask for help if needed. It's important to find, you know, the things that you're able to multitask. This can be prioritizing. What balls are up in the air? What can you drop? What is a priority for you at this time? Otherwise, you're going to feel overwhelmed. It's like having, you know, if you've ever seen those jugglers with the balls, it's like having 5 of them thrown at you, and it becomes overwhelming. You're, excuse me, most likely you're very good, Virgo, at multitasking. You're able to do so well, but it doesn't mean that you have to keep adding more and more and more. And that's the message here, I feel, is, you know, finding balance amongst some of these tasks or some of the busyness that you have going on. And if there's 2 options or 2 choices or 2 different, you know, pros and cons, you're weighing things up at this time, that may be the best thing for you. Stay present, weigh up pros and cons. Don't make a rash, impulsive decision. But at the same time, I feel like you need to take care of you. So be sure that at the top of that priority list is self-care for Virgo, okay? Self-care, because we have the 4 of Swords crossing your path. The 4 of Swords showing up as a challenge is ignoring the signs of rest. It's obsession. Overthinking, overworking. We may be consumed with our material world that we miss the signs, that we aren't able to tune into our intuition as much. This can be our thoughts. We're consumed with limitations, limiting beliefs, or the what ifs, the fears, the self-doubt. We may be obsessing about a person or what went wrong or what could have been, what should have been. And I feel like you are meant to put something to rest. That's why you have the coffin. That's why you have the death card. This is about grounding. So you're getting a strong push towards rest in some way, shape, or form. Create stability and security. There's a lot of growth here, growth opportunity, but it does require you to find balance in your material world. And I'm also getting meditation. Now, some of you may say, Mel, I am too busy to meditate. And I love that old ancient saying that says we should meditate for 20 minutes a day. But if you're really, really, really busy, you should meditate for an hour, right? So there is something here about you finding time, and when it feels like you are extra busy, that's when you need it most, right? So putting something to rest, healing the beautiful heart, or healing the mind in some way, shape, or form. Because what we have below you, Virgo, is a cycle or a chapter of your story that's been complete, right? That's been completed. This is the world. This is cycles that have ended. You don't have to stay stuck or feel set back anymore. Even if there hasn't been the necessary closure that you may have wanted from a situation, you can give yourself closure, right? You have the wisdom. You've gained the knowledge. I mean, the whale, you see the whale eye. At least I think that's a whale. Yeah. I feel like something has made a huge splash. A person or a situation or a circumstance has made a huge splash in your world, and you may have went into the depths of your soul, just like the whale goes through the depths of the sea, right? I feel like you had to experience some part of your psyche, some part of who you are on a deeper level, but also go beyond that to the soul and realize that the world is your oyster. This is fulfillment as well. And in the recent past, we have some sort of blame game, victimhood, shame, or, that old story that repeats in our head of why you're not enough, or you'll never hit a dream or meet that person, or you'll be in a relationship forever, or, it's going to stay the way it is. There's some sort of lie that is being shattered, some sort of illusion or fear or belief that is being shattered, because the Eight of Swords is showing up in reverse, which means you're freeing yourself from this. And I feel the key to doing this is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, right? Finding mental stability. And right now, or in the recent past, it feels like you were trapped. You felt imprisoned in some way, shape, or form. You felt helpless. But I see you opening your eyes to the truth. And the truth is, Virgo, that you are a divine, powerful being. You're a soul having this human experience. And even though that golden mirror is being held up, you are not your emotions. You are not your experiences. Those are just aspects of yourself that you've gone through to evolve, right? And I feel like something that you've consumed your time and energy with, Four of Pentacles. Look at this 4 energy that we're getting here. And the 8s. We're getting 4s and 8s here. So some of you, I feel like you could be seeing 4 or 8. I mean, 4 is structure. It's planning. It's stability. 8s are power. It's strength. It's personal control. What is within your control? Your thoughts and how you respond to your energy. And you're not going to consume your time with things that are lies or people who are one-sided, or you're not going to consume yourself with beliefs that are not true. They're not helping. They may be hindering or limiting you. You're saying, I deserve more, which is why you're moving into the justice. Now, Virgo, we are rolling into your season in September. And I do feel here by Libran season, which is September 23rd through end of October, October 22nd, you will feel a sense of balance because the moon and the sun, right? The shadows are being illuminated. There is a restored sense of equilibrium. Some of you may have gone through a legal battle or situation. This may represent legalities. Justice can be karma, karmic cycles. This can be fairness and truth. I mean, justice is all about the truth. And this could be the truth of who you are, shattering some sort of illusion. Again, it could be the truth of a situation, but it's the Four of Swords, the mental stability that helps ground you in a way to bring in this growth. Okay, I feel like this is yin yang energy. You see that the chakras are being illuminated here, specifically the first and the second. So perhaps some of you, there's been a disconnect with intimacy or how you view relationships, including relationships with yourself, with the opposite sex, with females, with, I feel like there is or has been a disruption in how you perceive specific relationships in your life. And there's a rebalancing coming back in with the sun and the moon. And I feel like it's actually going to bring in a lot of happiness, a lot of abundance with that rainbow showing up, because it's as if a karmic cycle has been completed. It has been lifted. And it may have even been very difficult for you to get out of this or to retell yourself a new story. If you've come out of something like this, the golden mirror, you see what it says there: love bombing, gaslighting, right? Absorption, one-sided energy, narcissism, some sort of abuse in some way. We tend to need to unlearn what I don't want to say unlearn. It's not like you haven't gained the wisdom, but you may have been told a lot of lies and you may have started to believe them at some point, but you're breaking away from that is what is happening here. And Seven of Cups is showing up in your energy. The Seven of Cups in reverse is needing to focus. It can feel overwhelming at times when it comes to making decisions. It can even be dreams and fantasies. It can be more than one option. It can be not making a choice because you don't want to make the wrong choice. And even by sitting on something, not making a decision is making a choice in itself. But I feel like you are needing to get grounded, get focused, get balanced in some way, shape, or form. Mentally, it looks like, and physically, mentally and physically. Because you are preparing for union of some sort. This could be union with self, with your higher self, with your true soul self. It can be union with a soulmate, with a divine counterpart. And I feel like you do wear many different hats. We all do. We have different archetypes that we embody. Remember that the Empress and the Emperor, which we all are an emperor or an empress, or we have the ability to be one, but we carry the characteristics of all four kings or all four queens. And I feel like you are being asked to put on this role, or to step into this new version of yourself, new part of you that may have felt abandoned or rejected, and to see something for what it truly is. Some of you may have been in a catalyst relationship or a karmic relationship to launch you on the path towards higher union of some sort. What we have in your environment is beautiful. This is dreams. This is wish fulfillment. It's an understanding of your roles, the roles that you've played here on earth as well as the roles that other people have played. Okay, the roles that other people have played in your transcension, right? And as the catalyst, can you be grateful? Can you be thankful for the people on your path, even the people who were most challenging? Because those people may have taught you the most. And there's a sense here of understanding and that third eye being activated. There's a third eye activation. I also see maybe even a kundalini activation here, a spiritual awakening showing up, massive growth, massive healing. The star comes after the tower. And even though I don't see the tower here, I see that it may have very much been in the past, but you've completed that cycle with the coffin, with the death, but you're waking up to this truth of who you are. And with the Eight of Pentacles showing up in your hopes and fears, the Eight of Pentacles is a powerful card of putting in the effort, right? It's driving yourself to feel inspired and to put the work into your relationships or to your evolution, I'm also getting here, taking what you've learned in relationships, and some of you may even be applying it to be able to help people in some way, shape, or form in your business, in your career. Or you may also be inspiring others. This is labors of love, a labor of love. You see that she's creating this Muriel, and it has beauty all over this. I love this picture. It has art and feelings and emotion and strength and sorrow. It's intertwined with a love story, right? The love story of life, the highs and the lows. And I feel like you are embodying it. And this is a labor of love. And the fear here is, what if I'm unlovable? Oh goodness, see, that's a lie. That's the lie that we tell ourselves, that we're unlovable, or, that someone doesn't want to work with us, or they're not going to appreciate us for who we are. Remember that lie. And that's maybe how someone treated you in the past, but that doesn't mean that that's going to be your love story from here on out, because your outcome is the Six of Pentacles. Generosity. Sixes are about responsibility, loyalty, harmony. Six is the card of the Lovers as well. So when this shows up, this is a gift. This is a gift of generosity and assistance and opening yourself up to union and relationships that are based on mutual trust, mutual respect. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. We're in this together. There is no I in teamwork. And this is team energy. You see both hands coming in. There's the rainbow. We see the rainbow on the Justice. So there is a rebalancing coming into either an existing relationship, or you are preparing for union in a big way, where you're attracting and calling in something that is way more balanced than you've had in the past here, Virgo. Way more balanced. Beautiful. And you will be making new memories. You will also have triggers come up from the past, but you are equipped with the knowledge, with the wisdom of the past to not go down that rabbit hole and to communicate effectively with perhaps this partner, to communicate with them. Let them know your fears. Let them know, where your weakness lies. So then they may be aware as well, and vice versa. What do we have here from the wisdom of the Oracle? What do we have, please, for Virgo? Thank you. Regeneration. That makes sense. You're definitely rising from the ashes. This is the Phoenix energy, right? It is literally new beginnings, liberation, reborn, transitioning. Card 46. Some of you may be 46 years old. This is also card 10, and 10 is endings bringing in new beginnings. Rebirth. second chances, new opportunities. Second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead, and this is interesting because we have the coffin and we have the death, they are now being revived, okay, in a more authentic, stronger form. Whatever you may have perceived, there's that perception, perceived as a failure or loss, is now being replaced by something better and more powerful growing in its place. This rebirth is assured. Step into your new life. Destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. The world is based on connection and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. Illusion. That's the blame. That's the Eight of Swords, right? That may be part of what the mind is shattering, is the illusions. And we keep getting that message showing up here, a shattering of an illusion. There is life after death, love after loss. And in this moment, you are radiating the regenerative life force energy, Virgo, that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. That's the ascension. That is the gift. That is the generosity. There is something here that is rising up to meet you where you are. This is powerful. Now, I am going to read the protection message for you because some of you are struggling with resisting an ending, or you're still very much up in your head. Even though I see that you're releasing yourself from it, this may help you when you start to get into that triggered energy. Endings come in many forms. And now is the time to stop holding on to what must die so that something better can take its place. Nature's cycles include disease, decay, death, and regeneration. Let whatever isn't working in your life die. Don't be afraid to face the facts. There is no need to struggle or grieve. Whatever your query, let it go. You're about to be reborn. Yeah, you're about to be reborn. Now, I'm going to challenge that. There is no need to struggle. I feel like that is the truth, but grieving is a necessary, actually a very important part of healing. And as I always say, pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. We don't have to sit in suffering. So if you have already grieved, which I see you have, remember, you've completed some sort of cycle. I don't feel like you have to continue suffering. Right? You don't have to continue grieving or, resisting here change. And Spirit is saying, you're ready. You're ready. You have wings. At the top of the toe, there is the butterfly on the rest card. Some of you are meant to spread your wings at this time. It's time to really embrace the energy of regeneration showing up here for you. It always looks like the wild blueberry. And for those of you, you've probably heard me say this before, but wild blueberries, they can go through a fire, right? Complete destruction. And wild blueberries come back heartier and stronger than ever before. And I feel like this is you. You're that wild blueberry, right? Not the Oompa Loompa type of blueberry, but the blueberry that has gone through destruction. And you are coming back heartier and stronger and more, you've gained more wisdom than ever before. This version of yourself, you're rising up. So you are preparing for union with self, union with a soulmate. And I feel like this is transformative. This energy is profound. And there's a lot of new growth there on that tree. So let's get messages here from the crystal spirits. And at this time, Virgo, I just ask if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. Hold it as long as you can. And release through the mouth with a nice big sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra. the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or gemstone that shows up in your mind's eye. Now this could be a crystal that you're familiar with and maybe even know the name of. Maybe your gemstones are showing up as a specific color, maybe hues of pink, clear, blues or reds. Your crystal could show up as a specific shape or size, maybe a heart-shaped. Maybe it has points or clusters. Maybe your gemstone is polished or in the rawest form. Maybe you're not sure what the stone is called, but you can feel the energy vibrating, that of unconditional love, protection, healing, or grounding. This could even be a crystal that you're currently wearing or working with in your healing work. There is no right or wrong answer, Virgo. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one winner around the first of each month and post right back here on the channel to enter into the free reading, all you need to do is drop your crystal or gemstone in the comment section below. You can have 1, you can have 5, as many as your mind's eye seen. And it doesn't have to be the name. You can drop the color, the shape, the size, whatever was showing up in your mind's eye. So right away, some of you were seeing rose quartz, maybe even a beautiful heart-shaped rose quartz. We have blue chalcedony. Is that how you pronounce that? Chalcedony here, blue chalcedony. Card 11. 11 may be significant. Some of you see 11s often. And this is all about slowing down, easy does it, restoring balance and serenity. I mean, if that doesn't coincide with your reading, right? Easy does it, again, is your motto as you decide on your relationship's best course. For the universe wants to be sure you move forward with clear intention, and that requires reducing your speed. You will advance in the right way at the right time, balancing swift movement with progress at a relaxed pace. This crystal wants you to know that the healing of old patterns is easier when you are not letting fear drive you to move too quickly through a transition. You wanted to change the old ways, and you are doing so guided by the universe, so let yourself feel serene. Trust in this process as you slow things down to gain a clear view. Yeah, beautiful. Now, this is a serenity stone. For those of you that are struggling with this 4 of Swords, mental stability, if you are wanting to maybe reduce anxiety and to feel more calm, more peace, more tranquility, this is a really beautiful throat chakra stone as well. It soothes emotions, it calms the adrenals, it brings peace to the body and mind. As a balm for frazzled nerves, it would be well utilized, worn, or carried on one's person when entering a situation where remaining calm is required. I'm also getting, if you are guided to speak up or have maybe a difficult conversation with someone, or this can help you speak your truth, Virgo. This can also help you stay loving and compassionate when it comes to self-talk. Right? This is a miracle. I mean, I think all stones are just miracles. We are miracles. Expect them, right? This is a really powerful transmitter is what I'm getting. 11 is also a very spiritual number. And I feel like you are being guided here to open that throat chakra, We actually have the consuming, and you see the mouth there that's swallowed by the world, and we see the world at the bottom. So there's something here, a cycle that still consumes you when Spirit is saying, but the cycle has been completed. You can go back and feel like you haven't learned what you've needed, or go back and repeat patterns, but Spirit is saying you've learned everything that you were meant to learn. Now it's time to take that newfound knowledge and turn it into wisdom. That's why you have the world here, is because there is wisdom behind this. You don't have to consume yourself with those thoughts or those patterns or the energies of obsessions even. Yeah, it's time to slow down. Easy does it here for you, Virgo. And even though there is a lot that you're juggling with that Two of Pentacles, be sure to drop some of the weight to the wayside and reprioritize. What do you need to focus on? Those are the things that I want you to be juggling, and put down what is not a priority, even if that means disappointing others, even if that means speaking up and saying your truth, because that is going to create balance in your life. And that's what we see. A lot of 4s, a lot of 6, a lot of 8. We're seeing those even numbers, which is about bringing balance to the mix here. Remember, you are being reborn. You're rising from the ashes. You are regenerating yourself from the inside out, and you are going to see it reflected in your outer world, because that golden mirror is golden for a reason. It is showing up for you to see the things that maybe you didn't have access to in the past. And I feel like you now are able to shift perspectives. That's why the mirror is being held up here for you. That is what I have for you, Virgo. I hope this resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. And do be sure to drop your crystal spirits in the comment section below the video to be entered into that free reading giveaway. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Lots of love.